All right. Let's look at our audio mixer. Okay, so we got everything up and going. Great. Figured we'd try something just a little new. Just do a different background. Just have a different change on TikTok and see if that works. We're just kind of experimenting. Yep, FC recruiting, beautiful. Awesome. All right, so we are still waiting for Frontline. I think honestly, it will be faster for me to just withdraw and just go into leveling. Yeah, less than 5 minutes. So for some reason, this server is not really good with PvP stuff right now. That's okay. Wow, that was super fast. All right. Oh, okay. Got this cutscene, all that stuff going. I'm gonna make sure my volume is actually good for you guys. I'm gonna turn it down just a hair, so it's not too loud. They just skipped them? Okay. I mean, that's fine if they want to do that. See if we can actually get to 50 tonight on this. Like, that would be awesome. Because then that's what, everything's more Dona at that point. I know that I need to actually, like, start the, like, main quest line and stuff, but I haven't really selected a main for it, so I'm hesitant to do so until I actually find what I want to play for the expansion, you know? Part of me definitely was thinking Viper. I think we do have to do Dark Knight for sure for the tank to level him up. Nice. Already got it. Nice. I'll be excited to get out of these low-level dungeons. That's for sure. I love, like, it feels so good to be back at this game, though. Like, I do, like, I know y'all are very loyal to WoW, and I love WoW, but I don't know, maybe it's because I just haven't gotten to endgame. You know? All right. Don't need any of this. Attempt to cast. What's going on? We don't need that one or that. We can just pass on all the loot. Boom. Up we go. And then, yeah, if you guys are coming in, like, please feel free to share this with your friends. Anybody who you think might like Final Fantasy XIV or might just like hanging out and having some good vibes. For some reason, it feels like TikTok just doesn't feel like it's pushing like normal. And I'm not really sure what it is. Like, I think part of it also, like, if there's any difference between streaming through Streamlabs versus TikTok Studio Live, the engagement's just different. Of course, doing it on my phone, I get way better engagement, but you guys don't get to see my screen. So it's kind of one of those where it's like, it doesn't really make sense. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to, like, find better engagement for it. All right, we got the level. New, okay, so we got Enhanced Grease Lightning and a new class quest. Awesome. Mirror. I will say Monk is definitely, like, more fun than I thought it was going to be. What's going on, Shade? How you doing? I'll go get big holes. Yep. Mm-hmm. The forms are pretty cool. I like the idea behind it. Mike, what's going on, man? How you doing? Big Minotaur coming through, I think. Hell yeah. We're leveling up our... wow. Blah, 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 blah. We are leveling up our last class to 50, and then we'll finally have, like, everything there. Just scrolling? Nice. Like it. It's about that time of night. That's good times, good vibes. I'm good, man. I'm doing great. Had a great day. Got some stuff done. We got our chicken, like built a chicken coop and got all that stuff set up for it. So now we're just chilling, playing some games and seeing how people are doing and hanging out. I just started a guild on this, and so we're trying to build up into that. And just, you know, part of that is trying to get all my classes up so I can help people in different roles and stuff like that. If they have questions, I can answer them, you know? Trying to be a good guild leader. Oh, shit. Yeah. I think I know this one's from the flanks on the side. Hey, there we go. I think we just got another level from that. Final Fantasy. See, I never played that one. Oh man, like it looked really good, but for some reason, I think maybe it was because when it came out, it was like a subscription. It was like the online base that I never ended up doing that. Trying to get Summoner, but it's really annoying. Ah, I get that. I do love Summoner though. Like, have you ever played 14? I don't know how 11 set it up, but 14 did it based off of a job quest. Okay, so you have to take a gem and expose it to the magical elements that don't appear all the time. Okay, so now you're pretty much just like RNGing it, trying to find if you're getting lucky or not to be able to do it. So in this one, you have like all these different they have the different jobs, so it's all the different things. So like my Dragoon to it, one of my favorites being the Dark Knight. Yeah, 14, heck yeah. You know, that's funny because so far, like, two of our guildmates are, like, two of the four, sorry, are white mage mostly. So there's a trend to it. But yeah, dude, it's awesome. The Prime battles. See, like, I don't know, it was half and half. Like Titan can be really annoying. Like when you're doing like these trials and all that. Where was I at? I was on my monk. Which, I mean, we have this one already done, so we just go into dungeons. Realm Reborn, I guess. Stone Vigil. Yeah, more Stone Vigil. Trying to get people to attack the Thorns. Yes. Yup. You're like, look over here, guys. Tambeing, what's going on? Dude, I loved it, though, because they did such a good job on the look of the primals and the feel and the vibes. Like, they nailed the aesthetics so much. Like, it really does feel like a Final Fantasy game, even though it's an MMO. I was afraid that it was going to be one of those where it's like an MMO that's just skinned Final Fantasy 14, you know? But they captured it in story, nice and long. I love that. I love that you could essentially go in. We'll New Sprout. We'll invite them. Sure. But you can essentially play this solo, single player, like Final Fantasies, or you can play it as an MMO and group up. Had a unicorn mount. Yeah, I don't have the... Let's see here. We're going down a mount guide. So I have all the different horses, like the elemental horses, and then like the Kirin dragon horse. I don't have the unicorn. I'm trying to remember where that came from, to like what it was to get it. I know there's one that's like if you've done, you have to get like, what is it? Like so many different commendations as a mentor and all that. It's insane that you get like this big giant like unicorn Pegasus thing. Though I did get let's see here. Let me teleport so I can summon it. The quest right before the whole soul quest for a white mage. Oh, okay, it's Shiva drop. I always wanted to get the, like, in that same map, there was the wolf that was in that one that you face. I did get this one, though. This was from doing the Mountain Dew challenge. So they basically were, like, trying to promote the different types, you know, like Mountain Dew Baja Blast, Code Red, and all these other ones. And so they paired with Final Fantasy and were doing like giveaways and stuff. But you basically got the sodas and would look under the cap to see if you got a code. And if you got the code, then you could go and put it in there. What's going on, chill guy? And there's a Dollar General right across the street from me, so I just went out and like bought a few Mountain Dews rather than just going and getting like a case of Mountain Dew. I don't usually drink Mountain Dew very much, but I was like, I'll make an exception. It's for a good cause. So did that, and the mount was awesome. I was very happy how that turned out. But alas, I'm still a big fan of... Oop. Let's see if we can get another one. We're still queuing for the next dungeon. I love all the different wolves. And then ended up getting... There was one that you could actually purchase that I did. Oh my gosh. Okay, I moved. Let's try it. This one's just loving me right now. We'll just summon it this way. I have them set in favorites, just a few. But like... Oop. Screen lock, not print screen. I love this mount. The only thing that's kind of weird is how it flies. Like, it does kind of like this shadowy thing when it flies, which is okay. But also the music for it was kind of not my favorite music for it. The summons on 14 were different. Yeah, instead of just doing, like... Yes, I agree. I agree with that. I do have my summon there. I don't remember if I actually changed that or not. I mean, when they did the update to... When they did the update... I'll say they did the summoner well on that, because it really did just feel like it was a dot caster just with a pet. And which is okay, but this new one, you actually feel like you're summoning Ifrit and Garuda and Titan, even though they're not as big. I do wish they would do more of the summons. Like Final Fantasy X summons were perfect. That's the way you do a summoner, which is they come in and switch places. So basically, they should make a summoner that's like, here's my character, but if I cast a summon, I become Ifrit for a certain amount of time, you know? Like, that would be the way, in my opinion, to do a summoner. Instead of just, like, the small little pet class. Though they did do good with Bahamut. I'll give that. I don't... Oh, it's because my pet stuff down here. I forgot that I said it there. My mind flipped on me a little weird. Jeez. It was like 5 minutes just a second ago. Why change to 10? But we bit the bullet by changing servers. And the reason why we changed servers is because when I started up this guild, I was talking with some people who wanted to play. They had never played before. And I said, hop on, let's do it. I'll help you out. And then other people who were like, well, we'll return to the game. Awesome. The issue was my server, Diabolos, was completely full. So I was like, well, when are they going to actually open it up? And it was such a huge thing. I actually even sold my estate, my house, to come over to the server. And it's actually free, which is great. But because of that, it's so open right now because it's so new. Look at all the housing. And the other thing is, too, is that this is in Foundation, where a lot of people that are coming into this server are brand new to the game itself, so they don't have Foundation unlocked. So you're seeing not a lot of, like, you're seeing some competitive market over in, like, Gridania and all that, but if you come over to Foundation, there's houses galore, and same thing with Kugane and the rest of them. Like, they're everywhere, which is amazing. But yeah, I took a break from this game for a while, it's a game, it's one of the few that I will actually just forever come back to. I love this game so much. Except for the queue time. This is why I'm trying to get all my classes to 50, so that way I can just pull them through all the roulettes. Wait. Why? That's weird. Usually these are like marked off, but now they're not. But yeah, I still can't, till I hit 50. So we're working on the monk. He's the last one. So far, I'm not a... Pictomancer is not my vibe. I mean, then again, like, I'm a Reaper main. Was also a Dragoon main. But then my primary is Dark Knight. Dark Knight will forever be my love. And I love tanking too, so it's the aesthetics plus the role plus it's just all there. So I like dark characters, and Pictomancer just did not hit the vibe, Let's see here. At least you don't sacrifice yourself like in Type 0. Yeah, it's like I will drain all my health so I can summon this. Yeah. Dragoon's awesome, and yeah, you take the floor tank. You take the floor tank thing, but you take it on the chin. That's okay. It's fine. I enjoy it. I did die. It took me a little bit. I did die a lot on Titan with my Dragoon, but that those days are over. I learned my distances. I went and practiced. Jeez. I'm just trying to hit Stone Vigil. I mean, I guess I could just withdraw and then queue on... rather than doing the highest, but just do leveling. I know I've already done it, but would I still get... That's the question. Do I still get, like, the regular, like, experience? I think so. Frontline is a bit of a problem right now, too. Where the server is so new, there's not a lot of people for Frontline. So it's, like, close to an hour wait if you're wanting to do a Frontline. I know a lot of people don't like it, but like it's a great way of leveling if you're trying to level your alts and stuff. Barry Sama, what's going on? Did I just get a text? What's going on? What is happening? We're sitting on queue right now. Oh, Groovy shared alive. Oh, man. Hughie. Aw, some people following. That's sweet. Sure, I'll fall back. To the Aether. Oh, you know what? That's right. We do have the quest here that we could also do, is the class quest while we're waiting for Dungeon Queue. Let's do it. What's going on? How you doing? Okay, bye. What's going on, Susan? The quest was... so it was down here. Oh. For some reason, it took me to Revenant's Toll. Whew. How are you doing today, Susan? Did you have a good day so far? And we go to... I think it's the Goldsmiths is where... the monk class quests are. Ooh. Yes, equip more, better stuff. So far, so good. Let's go. Tuesday, it's a good day. I know it's a little weird. People were going to, like, people had Memorial Day yesterday, so technically it feels like it's a Monday, but It's Tuesday, so the week's shorter. Just remember that. Speak to the data you procured. It's simply marvelous. Okay, that's fine. Honestly, the monk quests have not been that interesting on them. But then again, I was never really interested in the monk class as much anyways. So it's just trying to get everything up to level is the big one. Dark Knight quest, of course, best of the quests. Position number 3 for the duty roulette. Okay. Back to Little Alamigo. Do you play Final Fantasy XIV, Susan? Neapolitan. Making me think of ice cream. That sounds good. Let's get our mount. Here we are. Wittergelt. It's an interesting name. Okay, so there's that one. We can just do Quarry Mill for it. No, just passing through looks interesting. Aw, awesome. Do you like to play games? Do you play like World of Warcraft or anything? We get a lot of people who play World of Warcraft who kind of like come over as refugees here. It's a fun game. It's honestly, it's a great one. If you like good story where you can play single player, this game does that really well. It also has a lot of good stuff for people who want to play in groups. I just started up a guild for people for if they want to come join the game, if they're new to it. What? Getting some content. There it is. But yeah, so then we hang out and talk other things too. So, like, I got some friends that we'd been like people from different countries, and we've been talking about camping and like trying to find good places to go, especially for the summer coming out. One of our friends, like I live in Tennessee, so people freak out about Nashville and Dollywood and all that stuff. It's just like help them, like, hey, this is a good place to go visit. I love traveling. I partially travel for work. I tour in the music industry as a video engineer. So like all the big screens and LED walls and camera stuff, that's what I do. So when I am not doing that stuff and have my couple days home, I'm usually just chilling. I love to go on hikes. And then if I'm not doing hikes, then I'm chilling here. The dog is over at his mother's right now. He's been staying with me for the last week, and it's my best friend. So she got a dog for the kids, but the kids are still too young to really do well with the responsibility. So it's one of those where like I take them usually for a couple of days a week so she doesn't rip her hair out, you know? Gotta turn that one in. Thrasher Cat, what's going on? What else do you like to do, Susan? Like, what brings you here? Just scrolling through different stuff? Is it games itself? Just finding something to just chill out for the night? What is happening? I just had some... I've been a fan of... Oh. Storm Shield's going up. What's going on? We got We got some storms coming up. It's a flood advisory. That's normal here. Lots of rain. The one thing I do like about playing this monk, though, is that, like, some of his attacks go from, like, different angles. So it's not just, like, sit here and press buttons. You actually do have to be in a certain position, which is awesome. Yeah, just scrolling. I love that. I love that. You never know who you come across. Like, that was me meeting Emma this week. She's from South Wales, and she just loves to have a group of people, just like we all come in and just chat. And that was the group that I was talking about, like, of traveling. And it's funny because I heard her accent and I was like, oh my gosh, like, she's Welsh. My family's Welsh. And then also the fact that, like, one of my bosses is also Welsh. So it's small, very small world. I live in the States. She lives in South Wales. He hops between different countries for his work and stuff like that. And it was so cool. So I just stopped in to say hi and made just like that 1-2 minute convo at first turned into a really cool friendship, you know? Teachers. I got 30 seconds, man. Come on. I ain't gonna miss this duty roulette. So if you do like this is a very story driven game. I will skip it though, because we are right here for the dungeon queue. There's a bunch of different classes too. I like any kind of dark aesthetic. If it's dark and spooky, that's kind of my vibe. But yeah, so like part of that, so like you have these guys, you see the little green leaf here. These guys are brand new to the game. Mine, of course, I've been around for a little bit. So I created a guild to kind of help people with the game. Like if they've never played the game before and it looks fun to them, they want to try it out, I want to help them have fun, you know? Now, I'm also one of those people, I'm very fascinated by people and their lives and like their stories, you know, where people come from. This is a great way to do that. Same with TikTok. When I was younger, so like how I got into game. Okay, so big one about me. I'm a huge music nerd. I work in music, you know. I tour with country music artists. That's my job. But when I was younger and wanted to go into music, I was practicing and playing music a lot. But I also ended up getting really sick. And when I was sick, I had to stay in the hospital for about 2 months and just stay in bed. And then when I got out of that, I still wasn't well enough to go to like school. I think it was like 12 or 13 at the time. And I essentially got a bone infection that just it was really, really bad. So I was laid in bed for essentially 3 to 4 months, as a young teenager, and I couldn't go to school, couldn't see my friends, couldn't do anything like that. And my parents, got me a game console, so I had something to do. I mean, I love books, so I'd read a ton, but this gave me a way to do something else. And that's kind of where I fell in love with gaming. It was my release from where I was at, being stuck in bed, you know? And then, of course, I found friends who loved games, and the rest was history. It's always been fun to see how, like, people get through life and how they get through things. And, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, games, like, they do nothing for you and all that. And, you know, if it's not your thing, cool. That's awesome. But, like, I also remember how I was, and I love seeing that with other people. Like, if I can you know, meet new people and make a difference in other people's lives through the same passions, then I want to do that, you know? Granted, I don't have a lot of time to do it, but, you know, I get like 2 or 3 hours each day when I'm home. You know, I try not to do more than that. Anything more than that, I usually get burnt out. But yeah, that's like 2 to 3 days a week. And one of the guys that I work with loves games as well. So after he puts his kids to bed, he's coming out and the two of us are getting online, hanging out, playing games. Groovy, what's going on? Oh, Groovy. Did you end up having to go? I didn't see if... Groovy is one of our champions of this community. She's always in the lives. She's awesome. Super cool to hang out with. She also plays this game. And we'd been like leveling her through story, and she's been going through that. It's been cool. I don't have my dash. So some of these levels, some of these dungeons are lower level, so that way I can like just get through here to get the experience. But yeah. Mob Grib, what's going on? Welcome in. So what do you do for a living, Susan? What's your what are your passions? Oh, let me pull up Twitch chat too, so that way if Groovy comes in, I can get her on that as well. Oh no, I gotta get in there. Here, dashboard. Mm-hmm. Yay, we got it. Mom Barry, what's going on? Let's see here. I'm gonna try and do that. Welcome in, Mom Barry. And let me get that Twitch chat, or there we go. You're a teacher in Central Florida. Looking forward to summer. Let's go. What do you teach? I am a substitute teacher. Part of it's kind of like my way to give back to the community, like, because the job that I do is really unique, and a lot of people don't know that that's an option, that touring and music is an actual career that makes you good money. And so my mentor was my band teacher, and I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't for him. So for me, I go to typically like middle or high school, and we'll teach there usually like 2 days a month, just to kind of give people options so they understand, like, college has very much changed. You know, I got my bachelor's and master's, and I didn't need to do it at all. It was kind of a waste. And it's not to say that college is necessarily bad, but it is to say that it's not really, if you don't know what you're going for, or you don't know how it's going to help you, there's no point in going to college. And especially with the cost of it, you know? It's better to go to a trade school, and there's a ton of ways to learn. Physical education, right on. So was that like your main thing that you were learning? Or was like that's what you wanted to teach? Or was it like, I know sometimes like elementary and all that, they'll have physical education, and typically you're like an English teacher plus physical ed. Sorry, bumped my mic. Judas, what's going on? Skip the cutscene. Oh, it's the Scorpion boss, I think. Steph M. Wow, it's been a while. How you been? Who are we waiting on? Our Dragoon. Okay. And our healer. Oh! They don't even have their other class yet. But yeah, I really do love teaching. I was a swim instructor and swim teacher for, and lifeguard for like 15 years. And then a drum instructor for, we're looking at 17 years now. When I graduated college, they offered me a job as their drum instructor and tech director. So I was at 22. At 22 years old, I was a professor for my college, which was cool. But I did that for a year and was like, these guys will never want to do what I want to do, you know? Fell into teaching PE, but you enjoy elementary. Yeah, see, I hear that a lot. Like, a lot of people end up into physical education teaching because those were the jobs available initially, you know? I definitely get that. Let's see here. I don't need any of Lancer Dragoon. Thaumaturge, Paladin, White Mage, Black Mage. Don't need it. Player commendation. Let's give it to our tank. What does that level us to? Thanks for the follow, Susan. Much appreciated. We're at level 44. Okay, so we have... well, we gotta go back to the monk spot. Go to the quest. Ul'dah. Okay. Oh my goodness, this thing is being extra right now. Fine, we're gonna take this way. Ul'dah, steps and all. But you enjoy elementary? What do you really want to teach? Like, what's the passion for you on that? The thing that I loved about substitute teaching is I am I'm considered a private contractor within the music industry. So I'm self-employed, like I'm my own boss. And I like making my own schedule and not having to, kind of have to follow heel to things. So, I mean, I do to a degree, but I'm much more productive in my own rights than under somebody else's typical guidance or plan. You are a saint. You are an absolute saint. Because that is a job that very, very, very few people want to do in education. I did it for when I was teaching like music classes. It was part of the elementary going into the middle school, as they had a music class that was like all-encompassing music. And they had a special ed class who came in, and they were awesome. They're the sweetest. They're still a handful, and you don't really get, like, they put it here for Tennessee. You get $80 a day for substitute teaching. If you do special ed substitute teaching, it's an extra $10. It's $90 now for the day. Like, you are dealing with so much more, not just like schedule-wise and physically demanding, but mentally demanding and emotionally. for $10. So they're always shorted. They don't have people here. Mom Barry says, I'm wondering, with you being a musician, how are you enjoying the game music so far? Mom Barry, let me tell you, Final Fantasy music. Okay, I don't know if you saw this earlier, but I got really sick as a kid, and I was bedridden for about 3 to 4 months. I couldn't go to school, couldn't meet my friends, all that. So my parents got me my first game console, and one of the first games I played was Legend of the Dragoon. After that was Final Fantasy X. That's how I fell in love with the Final Fantasies. And their music, Yoshida, let's see, hold on a second. Sorry, not Yoshida. Yoshida was like the director of the game. Nobuo Uematsu. I'm sorry if I just trashed that. Insane. Like, the music is so freaking good. Sometimes in my stream, though, I'll also play other music because, again, I work in country music primarily. I also toured in rock music, but I also grew up playing classical and jazz. My favorite album right now is by a band called Sleep Token. It's their newest album. It's one of my favorite ones that they've put out. It's just beautiful to listen to. And so, like, I have such a diverse taste in music, which I know a lot of people say that, but for me is like literally like it is how it's where I find my peace. Holy shit, that was fast. You're loving Sleep Token? Yes! The summoning is... Oh my god. Yes. Yep. That is correct. I love their style. Their drummer is insane. And that's my main instrument. Is I'm a drummer and bassist. And so, like, seeing really good drummers, like, I always want to, like, see what kind of influence I can pull and take from it. But when you look at Sleep Token, they're not your traditional metal. So they do a lot of things that are out of pocket that honestly gives some really good flavor towards just like new styles and nuance, you know? And then the cool thing is, then I also get to tie it with, like, I get to tie it with, like, when I'm doing the substitute teaching, because people are like, oh, cool, we got a new sub, right? But then they find out what I do, and they're like, wait, you know these artists? You toured with these artists? And I'm like, yeah. And they go, that's so cool. Well, why are you here? And then all of a sudden, the kids are, like, instantly interested, and they'll actually sit and do their work, because the deal is if they want to know more, like, I give them that taste, that little intro, and if they want to know more, they got to be doing their work, and then we can talk through it. And if they're disruptive, then we just go to doing homework. And usually I don't have any problems. But it's cool that way, because you can really influence kids who, if they were like me, they had 12 years of parents telling them, you have to get good grades so you can go to college. And once you go to college, you'll get a degree. And if you get a degree, you get a good job. And if you get a good job, you get good money, then you'll be happy. No, it's not how it works at all. Like, I got my degrees. I got a master's on top of it. And it helped me in no way to get a job. It put me in hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt. Wasn't worth. And then I was so sick of it, I just packed up and moved to Nashville myself, and I started working at Forever 21, hanging clothes on a rack. And when I'd get off work, I'd go downtown Nashville and I'd find the musicians and I'd go see shows and I'd just start networking. And that's what got me into doing what I do. And these kids think that they have to go to college, which it's not necessarily a bad idea, but not all degrees require college. So don't waste the money if you don't need to do it, you know? And then the other thing is, when you get out of college, not only are you in debt, you probably don't have a job lined up majority of the time, right? So for me, it was like, well, cool, I can help kids learn and just make some better choices and see the all I'm doing is giving them options to make a choice, you know? I'm not convincing them one way or the other. I'm giving them options to go, hey, this is also a possibility. Do what's right for you. And while they're, you know, when they're younger, do they know what they want to do? Not really. But as they get older, that question is going to stick in their head and it gets them to think. And that's how we also start getting really good musicians who make better music. I saw kids quit school and run down half an hour to Beale Street and absolutely jam out with Jay. Yes, yeah. Uh-huh. And then if they're really good, you never know. Like, I've met guys that were terrible at school, but they ripped as musicians, and now they're making a lot more money than if they went to college. Again, it's not to say college is bad. It's just, it doesn't necessarily mean it's for everyone, in the fact of, like, if you're going to go be a lawyer, go to college. If you're going to be a doctor, go to college. If you're going to go be a mechanic, go to trade school. You know, save yourself the money and the time. If you're going to be an engineer, you don't necessarily need a degree, depending on the type of, you know, chemical engineering is a little different, but it's still that idea of, like, at least know why you need college, you know? Don't just assume that your parents saying go to college works, because it doesn't. I had friends who failed out of college with a .2 GPA. I'm not kidding. My pencil lead was higher than their grades. And part of it was because they played way too much World of Warcraft. They were smart. They got good grades in high school. But when it came down to them being independent and on their own, didn't exist. That there was no wisdom, no growth in that. They got the smarts, the book knowledge. They had no wisdom to use with it. Whew. So, Mom Barry, what do you play on? I'm assuming you play Final Fantasy 14. What's your main class? Nice. Here we are, another white mage. Let's go. Everybody mains white mage. What is going on? I'm starting to think there's something wrong with me, because I main Dark Knight, so... Through the Dawn Trail expand? Yes. Yes. I'm not going to spoil it for people, but... And I haven't really been through it at all. I've done just a few of the quests. I'm not a fan of it, you know? It's different. Which different isn't necessarily bad, and I know they gotta build up the story in order to make, like, a really epic thing. Blood for the Blood Lily? Yes. You're one of those healers that's like, you live because I let you live. Or you're the ones who are like, I'll bring you back from the dead so I can kill you again. I love Dark Knight, their story, their aesthetic. I also main Reaper for DPS. So, like, I'm pretty transparent. you know? Although for healer, right now it's Scholar. But that's because Summoner was my initial class that I wanted to level when I first when A Realm Reborn first came out. I wanted to do Summoner, so I made them my first casting class, and because of that you get Scholar. So it was a 2-for-1 special. Then took till last week off. Now slogging through it just to get done. Yes, yeah. It's whatever her name is. It's the new, like, the new protagonist in it. It's like Pictomancer. Like, ew. I'm just not a Pictomancer. It's too happy. It's too happy. I love the rich, dark, sad stories, because what happens is you get so much more dynamic of a character when the character has to, like, overcome something. If the character just, like, walks through life like, I'm happy no matter what, they're pretty just, like, flat, you know? But if you watch shows like Tokyo Ghoul, you're like, oh my god, the main guy is trying to keep his humanity, but is realizing to save his friends, he's having to embrace this side of him that he initially hated. Love that. What are you willing to do for those that you love? It becomes like this morality question to it, which, awesome. Kando, what's going on? Now, I will say dark characters can also be one-dimensional as well. You know? I'm evil. Well, why are you evil? Because the perpetual edgelords, right? But if they're one of those that they have, like, well, no, I'm this way because this is what happened and this is the best way to handle it. You know, are they necessarily bad? Maybe. It becomes more subjective at that point. And thus, character development becomes beautiful. It's like the shows, like, there's some animes that they only have one season and it's 12 episodes. There's some I can get through, not a lot of them. Because I'm like, they're just skipping through so much potential that they could have done, you know? They could have done so much more. Aside from Reaper, have no soul to them, getting all the abilities with no real job stories. Yeah. I get that. Axel, what's going on? Thanks for sharing the live. Much appreciated. Seriously, like, TikTok lately has not been friendly to the viewership. I don't know if it's just because I'm not using TikTok Studio. I'm using OBS, maybe? I don't know. I do fine on my phone. But so, Axel, we also have over on Twitch, we got Momberry, and we're talking about some of the Final Fantasy XIV classes. And we were talking about these new classes that they've come out with that, like, Reaper actually had story to them. But some of them didn't really have much story to it. Like Pictomancer, there's really no story to him. Viper just kind of shows up as well, but I'd say they have at least a little bit more story. I'll give it to the Scholar. And I mean, I agree with that. It's the same, like, Red Mage had some decent story. I'm trying to think what other ones were just kind of thrown in there. Sage initially didn't have story until you actually had Alpha No. So I give that one a pass. And they're fun. Pictomancer is just not, it's a very... Called Avalanche. I was not, no. I was over on Diabolos server, and it was called Wolves Among Ravens. And I was with them for quite some time. But I just left them because, talking with you guys, I realized how many people were new to the game who've never experienced it. And they wanted to play, or maybe they had some hesitations, or people that were just looking for a guild. And I was like, you know what? I want to create that for people to come in. So yeah, so if you guys play and you want to come join, like, it's transparency, it's brand new. We have like 4 people in it because we just got it signed. I didn't play yesterday, 2 days ago. I moved servers. I even got rid of my house on the other server so I could do this. And I came in and said, okay, we're going to start. You have the exact same name as someone who is in my other faction. Their name was Grim Omen. I just changed the last name Omen when I re-logged in. I did this like event thing with my guild, and so I did a name change during that. Grim has always been... Well, I mean, it's my channel name too. Grim has always been the one that followed. Dancer is a beautiful story. Yeah, I agreed. It was short. Their class is a little bit better. I always feel like I'm not going to like them, but it's actually kind of fun to play. You know, it's not my aesthetic. Like, here. Let me go to him. Range DPS. Over to Dancer. Like, that... is not really, that's not really my vibe. It's not bad, but that's more my vibe. Except make it black and red. Not usually a white and blue, but yeah. So, I'm an oldie. I've been playing since A Realm Reborn patch 1.0. From the beginning. When they came out with this, I was there in the beginning. And I was there when they nuked it. Then, they came out with Heaven's Ward. Still, forever, my favorite expansion. And I know a lot of people say that, but like, the snow, like as soon as I found out housing in Foundation, I had to do it. So actually, moving over to the server, first of all, we're on Dynamis Data Center and on Marilith. Violetta Rose. Violetta Rose. It sounds familiar, but it's not something that It sounds familiar. Violetta specifically, not necessarily the rose part, but Violetta sounds familiar. But yeah, I when I came over here, oh, here was the other thing. When it comes to the housing, guys, if you want to join the server, if you guys want to come over and join the guild, it's an open invite for anybody who comes to the channel, open invite. At the Foundation, guys, look at this. How many houses in just this section? Okay, this is one of 30, and there's 60 plots in just one of the wards, and then there's, what, 60 wards? There's a ton of housing right now, so if you guys never got to get your house or your estate, come over to Dynamis, to Marilith. There's a ton in Foundation. I will warn you, Gridania and Limsa Lominsa is not so much. And I'm thinking it's because it's brand new players, or it's returning players who create a new character on the server. They're like transferring gold or something like that. They don't have Foundation unlocked, but there is not a lot of housing on those ones, and over here there's a ton. I when I came in, I saw it, and the bid was the next day, so I just put in the bid and won it. In fact, one of our guild members, Shanoa, she also put in a bid at a different house in Gridania and got it as well. Excuse me, hiccups. Momberry says, oh man, I started about 6 months before Heavensward release, but I've known enough people from 1.0 that I cry anytime I see the flashbacks to the end. Yeah. That was something. But the thing is, like, I have to admit, they trashed it. Axel says, it was my old name. That's nuts that you had the same name as this guy in my old faction. That's crazy. Axel, that's awesome. Justin, how's it going? That's so funny. With wonderfully heated pools. I love the aesthetic. I love that it is more of like a knight and castle type. It's like traditional fantasy lore. Plus the night sky with it. The views are just so good. Like, this is beautiful. Trust me, I know. I used to have a husky. I get it. No worries. They be mouthy. What did we get on our monk? We're 45. Do we just keep running it? Dags and Susan will follow you guys back. Susan, the dogs. That's awesome. I love that. I love that you guys are a bunch of dog people. Well, that's funny. I just went to my TikTok to answer something, and it pulled me into the lives, and it pulled me straight into my live. Hey, at least I know it's working. It's the boy. Exempty, what's going on? Exempty. Artemis Clyde. What's going on? It has been a hot minute. We're in queue right now, too. They did the same thing again. Okay, so I need to go back to Ul'dah. Sip some tea. Go to the Goldsmith Guild. Goldsmith. All right, so what was this? Opens up chakra. Up to 5 chakra can be opened up at once. So it's a different chakra. Right? I don't get it. Oh, so it's an AoE version of it. Okay. Also, bear with me, guys. Like, if I miss your message, just give me a second. Because for some reason, I have to come over and click on my actual windows occasionally to make sure I'm seeing all of the messages. We can just skip that chat there. Doop, boop, doop, 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 doop. The Pursuit of Power. There we go, Hawthorne Hut. Oh. Boo. I should probably eat a food. What do you mean I can't do it? Come on, tank, anytime. That one's awesome. I need to do it for each class. I really do. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Just keep this going. Ouch. Off we go. All right, almost there. And back again, right on. Hey dude, what's going on? How's the husky? I'm coming. I miss my husky so much. She was the sweetest. She is sassy, but she is also the sweetest. I also miss my German Shepherd. They're all happy now. We had Zumita. Yep. Ain't, yeah. Those, it's a real thing. Whoop, I hit the wrong combo on that. Do 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 do. Yeah, right now, I have he's a just about a year old, and he is a Australian Shepherd mixed with Australian Cattle Dog, and unfortunately a little bit of Chihuahua. He is so sweet, but he's a lot. Very, very high energy dog. All right, there's our level. 46. Hell yeah. On getting your RP character through Endwalker as a black mage. Nice, it's super fun challenge, especially knowing the devs design things to challenge. Yeah, yes. Honestly, black mage is fun. I do enjoy black mage. I thought about doing black mage for Dawntrail. I've been trying to figure out what class I want to do for that. Whoop, getting out of that shit. Ow. Like, I could... Let's see here. What did I do? I did Dark Knight. I did for majority of everything. Summoner. Oh, and Dawntrail I did Reaper. Or not Dawntrail, Endwalker I did Reaper. Ooh. But yeah, I've been trying to figure it out. Like, I don't know how doing healer works for like a main story thing. Because I haven't done a healer for main story. So there is potential for that. I've done tank, I've done melee DPS. I could boost up ninja. I thought about samurai, and then as I was playing more samurai, I was just like, nah. At that point, I could do Viper, you know? Groovy! What's going on? What you doing? Hope you're having a good night so far, Groovy. We got the chicken coop all set up. They don't mod story quests much for... Yeah. Woo! Let's go! And Wrathful Boar, welcome in. Yeah, that's the problem, is like trying to go through all the story stuff as a healer, I feel like would be pretty tough on the DPS side, trying to get through the fights. Whereas at least on tank, you can get through, like, I feel like you're doing better DPS. Now, obviously, if I'm doing Sage, that's a little different. But, yeah. Been just trying to figure it out what I wanna do for that one. Sephiroth. Night going well? Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I'm doing great. Hey, also, he's not in here, so give Nexus a little extra love. Like, dude could use it. But yeah, it feels so good though. Anyone saying healers are kind of... That's true. You know, good. Okay, good. I was thinking about it, like, I hopped into his live, and he was like, well, I just don't want to, like, mess up somebody's vibe and the thing. I was like, dude, no. That's not how I play. Like, if something's going on, like, come, like, this is the community to, like, we got your back, always, you know? So it's one of those where I was like, if something's up, you always do that. Yes, yeah. Very much so. That's what I was like, just, like, it's cool, man. And if you need somebody to talk to, you let me know. If you need somebody to listen or give advice, or you just need somebody to be present, here for it, you know? Like, I don't bullshit to be like, yeah, we're a community, and then when things get hard to go, meh. But yeah. Do I keep using... I think I keep using this skill. But yeah, we got the chicken coop all set up. It's done. I gotta finish the feed barrel, but we put the chickens into it, and they were already perching and loving it, and it was super cool today. Did some great gardening and just had a good time. Though I am starting to get hungry again, but I already ate dinner, which sucks. I might have to do like a late night snack tonight. I skipped lunch today. Actually, I skipped breakfast too. That makes sense. Now I get it. I understand now. You're in his? Good. Awesome. Yeah, we have Momberry in Twitch. They're trying to get a better view. Okay, so do you guys like this view better for TikTok, where it's a little bit more zoomed in, or did you like it where it was more like one of the upper thirds, you know, there was like a third? Yes, we have 10. We have 10 of them right now, and they are healthy and good. Got to watch them hatch. It's awesome. They're the Icelandic chickens too, so super low maintenance. Like, they'll stay warm. You liked it better with it higher. So do you like it better zoomed in though, or where it was a little bit more like, I guess, wide? Yes, yeah. She got 20 eggs, so half the eggs didn't hatch, unfortunately. But that's gonna happen sometimes. These 10 are super healthy. You like it zoomed out? Okay. I still love this though. Anyone saying healers are kind of submissive has never run a story as one. Now I kind of want to run a story as one. The question is, ooh, I could do Astrologian. I didn't really think about that. Although, I don't know how much DPS they had put out. Run in, run in, run in. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I was trying out Groovy because for some reason, like the last couple lives that I'd been doing, I literally got like 2 or 3 views the entire thing, which was weird. And it's not like I'm not trying to be like, view farming, but I'm also still like, you know, like I can't build a community if nobody comes in, you know? So, I was like trying to figure it out. And then I tried doing, I'm trying to do a little bit more of like regular personal lives that aren't gaming to see how that goes as well, just to try to increase that, like a little bit more connection to it, so it's not just people that game, but it's also just people who want to hang out. Woo! He beat the living snot out of me. Oh no, hold on a second. I need to go to actions. General. I need to put limit break on that guy. Whoop. But yeah, we're trying to get the viewership up again to see if we can do like try to get another 1,000 people in on that. Because I know a lot of the 1,000 that I have is the D&D content, which I'm not doing much for that anymore. Not that I, you know, again, I enjoy it, but just I can't do it on a ethically. I can't do it on a professional level and feel good about like being like, yeah, Wizards of the Coast. Yeet. All right. Let's see who else we got in. That puts me, I'm guessing, 47. I'm at level cap. I don't know if I actually have that or not. I did not have that. Wow. Oh, 48. So we are 2 levels away. So good. We get the new weapon. In the pursuit of power. Go to Hawthorne Hut. L, what's going on? How's your story coming along, Groovy? Was it a catastrophe? It wasn't a catastrophe waiting. There it is. Or so I thought. Yeah, it's up that way. I'm consumed with the house. That's amazing. I get it. I get it. I can't blame you one bit. What I really need is like a medium-sized house, because I need like one more room in it, honestly. That's a big one for me. What's stopping me from doing more? Anybody else? No, 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 no. Mm-hmm. Two. All right. Back to the goldsmith. It's not Mordono. I don't know why it keeps wanting to do that for the map, because it's actually Ul'dah. Thanks for the likes, you guys. Guys, I can't wait till I get paid again so I can get another CPU, so I can actually throw up Tickfinity and actually see your guys' likes and stuff like that. Because I miss doing that and hearing that. Well, actually, I could... Let me try. I will try. Because we're not doing a whole ton on this, so... I wish I could do it where I could actually, like, see it on my, like, actual screen, you know? I would love to see it here. I don't know how I'd do that. But, yes. And thank you guys for the likes. Like, that definitely helps on the engagement with trying to get just more people on board and see if we can find new people who want to join in Final Fantasy or play other games, stuff like that. We'll invite them. Boop. And Aethernet Goldsmith. And yeah, Momberry, if you want to join the guild, feel free. Like, everybody's welcome. Like, everybody here, like, if you guys show up in the stream and you guys want to play a game, have a guild, and you don't have one, then come over to us. Ooh, 4-point Fury. New skill. All right, what's it do, though? Delivers an attack potency, can only be executed... Okay, so it's an all nearby. Additional changes form to Coral. Changes form to Coral. Changes form to Oppo Oppo. True Strike. Can only be executed... I think we do that. I think it's, yeah, back to back. Oh, there's another one already ready. Honestly, I've not been impressed with the monk story. Good vibrations. I agree. They folded while I was on a hiatus. Yeah, you know, so like that's kind of why I joined Wolves Among Ravens, because I was in a much smaller guild in the beginning. And then when I came back, they were just gone. Like, they just didn't exist anymore. But Wolves Among Ravens were they were very good to me. I was like, it was sad leaving them, but it was time. You know, I hadn't played it in a while, and the people that were there weren't the same people that I was playing with. Morningstar, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Fullest expressions. Yep, give yourself to our cause. I don't know about that. Well, I guess I have to. Sure. Okay. Go now and go well. Okay. Good vibrations. Here we are. I guess we're already there, so we just get on our way out here. I also need to see this on Tickfinity. Like, I should be hearing... I do have the text-to-speech enabled. Hey, Groovy, can you just type something? I just want to see if it's... See why it's not reading it off to me. Something! Up, oh, there it goes. That was weird. That was... It did it again. Why did it... Oh, I see. Oh, are you guys hearing that, though? I don't know if it's... Okay, so alerts, properties. It's not properties, so it's gonna be here. Advanced audio. Nope, not advanced audio. It's... Control via OBS. I wonder if I don't... Hold on. I gotta maybe get the actual... Sound alerts, yep. Settings, that's great. I don't want the overview setup. Yep, okay. I'll see, like, I don't know if you guys have used Tickfinity. It is really nice because there is, like, a lot of stuff that you can do that's actually free. But there needs to be... All of that's there. Is looking good. You can control OBS via Tickfinity to switch scenes, which I don't want to do. Level settings. Basically, what I need to do is get the URL. For, like, any of the alerts. Actions and events. Oh, you know what? Let's try that one. Okay, try it. Try it now. Oh, I'll make sure it's not super loud. Try it now, Groovy. Let's see. Okay, I can hear you, but it's definitely still not showing on the properties. It's weird. So, like, for example, like, so like, here's my OBS. Yeah, so it should be showing here in alerts, but okay, so I might actually delete. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to add another audio track is what I need to do. It's just alerts, right? Unlock. We'll remove. We add the browser. Alert. Test. Okay, maybe instead of doing control audio, let's try that. Then that's alerts. Maybe now? That's interesting, though, that it's... Well, it didn't show in the alert box, so... Yeah. I'm gonna definitely have to suss that one out and see what the deal is with that one, why that one specifically doesn't work. But I'll have to do that. I could just YouTube it through Tickfinity. But yeah, at least I can hear you, which is good. I know what stuff's going on, but you guys don't hear the alerts like for the likes and overlay screen settings. Yeah, it should be that. I wonder if this is going to actually play. Okay, that plays. So that one worked. Okay, yay. Perfect. I can hear. Oh yeah. Who was that who would spam the hell out of it? Right? That was... Who was that? Oh, wow. I am getting definitely some lag in here. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, that is pushing my... But Tickfinity's only at, like... It's not even a percentage. Yeah, it was, what was his name? Dang it. It was Gort. Gort would always do that. Okay, so OBS and Final Fantasy definitely going up. Browser, OBS browser page. That's the one. Okay, so the browser page is what's eating my freaking CPU on that. Okay, well, so much for the Tickfinity thing. So now I know why that it is. Okay, that should... Well, let me do one more thing. I'll get rid of that alert test. Okay, that should look better for you guys. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So turns out for you guys that like if you're using Tickfinity in that, some of that stuff gets put into like the browser layer that I added, and that one actually took like 10% of my CPU for some reason. That it's doing that. So that's one of those that's stop. It's not worth per sounds. It's weird though, like, because I used to do it for WoW and I didn't have that problem. But I don't know if WoW is just less intensive. I feel like my computer's just slowly getting worse, because like games that I'd be able to do before, I can't really do a whole lot of, in the sense of like, part of it's multi-streaming. If I try to multi-stream and do some of those games, it just doesn't. Okay, so that one into that one does actually work. Okay, cool. Wrathful Boar, what's going on? Momberry, I like that, the best of friendo. I love that one. So that one just makes me, it's my own nerdiness, makes me laugh so hard. Plus it was like a wolf thing that I don't know, it just made me laugh. I'm dumb sometimes. I've always looked for different ones, and I had some really good ones when I was playing my Shadow Priest. Like, the sounds for my Shadow Priest were phenomenal. But when I was doing, like, my Blood Death Knight, it didn't match, so I went to some, like, more of the wolf stuff, because I was also playing a Worgen. Is it inside? It is. Okay. This mount is so awesome. How do I? Alright, do I just need to... Okay, I don't go up. Am I just too high up? Aha! Whoop. Don't attack me. Yes. Cool. Alright, where's the next one? I was talking to a Worgen the other day. Or was it a Tauren? Which one's a cow and which one's the dog? Worgen is the dog. It's the wolf. Tauren's the cow. Exasperated Pandarian noises. All these talking animals are stupid. I know, and then what happened? Then you had the community who came in, and they were like the furry community. And then they were like, oh, hey, you got the Makotes. Not only do you have the Makotes, now you have, like, the Ronzo tribes. And I was like, damn. I mean, I like the Ronzo tribe. I like the Makote, but don't sully my freaking... Don't sully the class with some of this. Let's see. Panda. I love the goofball emotes, my Pendir. Yes. See, that's the thing, is like, I really do want to get to later game WoW, but part of it is the time investment. Like the raids look like so much fun, but like that's a lot of commitment that, like, if I didn't travel for work, sure. Speak with Wintergold. The other thing is, like, some of the tribalism in it just gets so nuts. Like, I love the Worgans. They are my favorite. But they're Alliance. And honestly, I like the Horde and the story of the Horde better. Not that I'm against Alliance by any means. But it's one of those that they're like, oh, you're Alliance? And you're like, so? Like, my guy looks cool. You know? Good vibrations, speak with me. God, they are having me teleport all over the world for this guy. Yeah, that's it. It's like, but the thing is, for the Horde, like, they need a Worgen equivalent for the Horde. And if people say Volpera, that's not the same. When they came out with the Drakthir, that was perfect. Because you could do it... Yeah, I agree. Like, it has so much more of a primal vibe to it. You know? It was like, a lot of the Horde races just don't... Yeah, exactly. The Horde races, just a lot of them don't appeal to me, in the sense, like, I wouldn't really want to play Undead. The Zandalari Trolls, I do like the Zandalari Trolls. Those guys are badass. This story is supposed to be darker, making ally pup... Yes, I agree. Like, I remember during the expansion where you were running through the city and there was, like, all these Worgans and wolves, like, on your tail. It was so cool. Like, it had such a good theme to it. Like, it was dark and spooky and just, like, it was correct. Okay. Speak with... Here we are. Yeah, I could see that. And the thing is, especially after them doing Drakthir, that's not, like, unreasonable. Just make the succubus summon a race, please. Like, because yes, they have the male and female versions to it. Like this demon-like race would be awesome. Some people get a little, you know, eat that it's like NFSW type, you know? And it's like, not really. They're just like half demon type class. Goldsmith Guild. Goldsmith, yeah. Alright, now we can queue up. I wonder if I do a frontline, if it'll... Ah, it's still above 30 minutes. Blah. Definitely not that. Captain Smooshy playing what? Fantasy Life. Okay. I thought it said Final Fantasy 14. I was like, ooh. Been trying to get him into it. But the problem is he doesn't like subscription games, and I understand why. I started getting him on WoW, but he switches games more than anybody I've ever met. Ever. It's cool, because it's fun, because we get to play a bunch of different games. But it's hard to keep up sometimes. Like, if you're an MMO fan, you will never get anywhere. What is the... okay. Alright, we queue for 5 minutes. Let's go back to the house. You know, I also need a good couch in there. That's the other thing. I should go find a couch. Couch. Manor couch, not bad. Oh yeah, there's the Raging Vortex couches. Sure. I wonder if I type in Shiva, what it puts up. To wind up Shiva. Actually, let me see these wind ups. Wind boop up. Because there are some super... It's a wind up Pifrit. I need it. Wind up Garuda. Mine. Really? Wind up Leviathan is 21,000? Okay, I gotta switch to Monk and do this. Key, what's going on? Holy crap, Groovy. 12,000 likes on that. Thank you. My gosh. See, that's why the audio queue is nice. I gotta figure, I gotta get a new CPU. It's gotta happen. It will. It will. I just need to be patient. What? Oh, it's going as mentor. That's why. Find the flank. Like, Monk is fun. It's not as fun as Ninja. Ninja is very fun. Oh, I should probably eat some spell speed. Nope. Sure. Come on. Just trying to hit level 50. Then I can hit roulettes on any class at any point. Like, I will have a plethora of always to be able to do a roulette. Oh, excuse me. I don't have my dash. I'm coming. I can't use this one right now. I wish I could. Facepalm's my best ninja. Mudra is Bunny. I thought that was such a cute thing that they did. Like, that was so awesome. And then, because some people like had such a hard time with it, that they made Samurai, where it was like, hey, we're doing something similar, except the order that you do it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as you do it, you'll get the symbol. And then once you have certain symbols, you can get certain skills. I was like... That was such a good way. The Samurai is beautiful, but they're slower than what I want. But it makes also sense. Like, it tracks. Ermagerd, Mentor, what you doing? Daz, you choose which one. Turn around. Note said Captain likes blue. Okay. There's buttons. Emotes. This way. Yoo-hoo. Fick samma blåa. Press the button. Press the button. Press the button. Press the button. Thank you. Yes! Kill it! Next button. The blue one. Yes! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This person's like, I mean, I get it. I get it. You can't, like, can't always rush somebody. But at the same time, too, you have 2 colors to choose from. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Treasure chest. Pass. Pass. Honestly, that was another one. Ninja's story was top tier. Dragoon's story, of course. Beautiful. Summoner's story wasn't bad either. I'm trying to remember Scholar's story, honestly. I don't think it was really that... I thought it was tied with Summoner. Okay. Which one was Scholar's story? For some reason, I remember the Summoners very clearly, but I don't remember Scholars. Hmm. Hmm. The titles, some of the titles are awesome in here. I remember not having many. I gotta get, okay. There it is. Mm-hmm. This person is... And they're gonna play Dragoon? They're floor tanking. Like, not trying to be a jerk. They just... It's level 15 dungeons. I get it. Like, totally fine with being new, but... I don't know, like, regular reasoning... They, of course, I will say this. There has been a lot of people who've, like, never played an MMO that are now starting to try some of these. And if that's the case, totally get it. Because you're not used to the find a quest, follow the button, do the thing. Really have to move the cam out? Raycon, what's going on? Yeah, there we go. I don't know if this will end up actually getting me to 50. I really hope so. It'll at least get me to 49, that's for sure. Oh. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. What to do with the loot. That is true. Ooh. I like the sword. So has anybody figured out, is there a good reason to have a second toon? Like, I know jobs and stuff, you can all do it on one, but is there, like, is there some sort of benefit for having a second toon? Maybe storage? I'm not really sure. Got the key. Good job, Daz. Cheaper than a Fantasia. I love that. That's amazing. Pick up the key, Daz. Good job, Daz. I will say that on the Fantasia side, that is a really good point. Because, like, I like how Grim looks on this. I will never change him. So, having a second one, it's not a bad idea. I'm assuming, though, when you do that, it's completely new on everything, though, right? Not only just jobs, but also story and everything. Mount, collection, all that. Unlike WoW, when you unlock a mount for one, you get it for all, pretty much. Yeah. I bet you it's also good for doing stuff for, like, the guild, for, like, if you're doing, like, achievements or, there was another thing, like, it also drops. Okay. I loved how they did this, though. Like, the whole idea. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, God. Oh, no! That's it. Run over here. I'm right over here. Uh-huh. Yep. Come chase me. I'm trying so hard to make sure. Okay, good job, healer. Good job. There you go. An RP character that's total fashion diva compared to my rough and tough main character. That's Angry Kitty. I like it. That's amazing. Like, Monk to me just feels like a limited ninja. That's the best way to just it's the limited edition, not like not limited edition as in good, but like it's yeah. It's the Temu version of ninja. Like, I'm sure probably later levels and stuff, for sure, there's a lot better and more, but currently at that level. Yes. Come on. Limit. I'll let him. I'll let him do the limit break. I don't want to be that jerk. Good night, Groovy. Good luck on your leveling. Hope you're having fun so far. That's good. Monk is the kitty that was so angry she didn't need any weapons. Her energy is her weapon. I mean, I get it. I just haven't seen... I just haven't seen a lot of monks. That's what it comes down to. And so I don't really know anything about them for like late game stuff. When I'm always like, I could play Reaper or Dragoon. You know? Reaper was the perfect class. Like, they took exactly what I wanted. I never thought that they were going to do that. They did exactly what I wanted with the Reaper. Angry Kitty. Player commendation. Well, I'm gonna give it to her. Okay, we leave y'all. Resper isn't afraid of their inner demons. They invite them out to play. Yeah. Oh, they gave me the commendations. That's sweet. That's good, because I need them to get the mentor tag. One fucking level. Okay, so we gotta queue one last time. Oh, man. I am very happy to have everything up, though, to at least 50. So we have, what, Samurai at almost 60. What do we have lower than that? Yeah, Ninja's at 80. So my melee DPS is doing pretty good. Red Mage, 80. Black Mage, I think, is 70-something. Oh, it's just 70. Pectomancer. Dancer's at 60. So it's already there. Machinist is 90. Bard is 50. So we go Bard and Monk. Can go up 10 levels. Tank, we have Paladin and I think Gunbreaker. Well, Gunbreaker's still up ahead a bit. Okay, how about healers? 60. I think actually all my healers are above 60. So we have two classes that need to go up 10 levels to get them all to 60. And then we can start working on them up to 70s to Stormblood. I swear, there's some of them I should just, like, buy the the boost for them. That's always the thing. Number 3 spot. The question is, though, what would I pick for my second race? The dragon people or, like, the Ronzo? Ooh, Garuda, yes, please. Yes, wait, this was in leveling? Okay, I'm fine with that. That's great. 50 to 60 white mage was skip worthy. Yeah. I also remember the 80 to... Is it the 80 to 90? Whatever the dungeons were for freaking Shadowbringers. Oh my dear God. Bane of my existence were those dungeons. They were so damn long. To not even get a level from it, you know? That's the other thing. Ow. Ooh. Is this the regular form? Or is this one the hard... this one's got to be the regular form because of my level. sacrifice. Yeah, that's right. It's just it feels it's so funny because like with the Reaper, like I solo, like I go in and go yoink yoink yoink, done. 30 seconds. I think it's less than 30 seconds. Recommendation to our white mage. I did not get a level out of that though. I shall invite. Request repair. I can't. Never mind. Sorry. Damn it. Is there another one that people... It's the Aurum Vale. Anybody looking for Aurum Vale? Really? 12 minutes? Well, just... I do better by just doing the leveling. Also, that's how Alexander 10 Savage... Yes! Yeah, you just seriously just like dash through and you're done. Like, amazing. Oh, man. I'm trying to think. What was the other one that I really liked? I mean, the Ifrit one was okay if you did it right. It could be, like, sometimes it was kind of a pain. It was... Titan was quick. There was one that was so damn fast. Shiva. It was Shiva. What did you end up doing for like the 80 to 90? Or not 80 to... Yeah, but like during the Shadowbringer dungeons, like did you just run those to level or did you do... Is it Boja? That's that one? Yeah, I actually... I love it for... Like, it looks so good. You ignored Boja. It was some of the weapons and stuff. I know that I want to go in and do, like, the raids to get the, like, triple-headed dog, the Cerberus mount. I really want that Cerberus mount. I think it's my Bard that also has... Yeah. Like, it's... Beautiful weapon. Beautiful. But yeah, what did you do to level during like the Shadowbringers? Or did you just do those ones? Lord of Inferno. Okay. Duty commenced. Ooh. Shall come to the Inferno. Nah. Crank up the heat. And here he goes. Or so I thought. Do. Nice. He looks so good. Still, my favorite Ifrit is Final Fantasy X. Plus dailies to get leveled enough for the next dungeon. Yeah. Hey. I just, especially when I was playing tank for Shadowbringers, it was so freaking annoying. just all right, leveling again. Let's just see it. Don't give me another trial. Give me a freaking dungeon. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I was coming in here doing the minions. I gotta see him. How's the Garuda? The Garuda's kind of cute. Chasing that level 80 mount that we had to level all jobs to 80. See, that's what I'm trying to do now, is get all of my classes up, mostly so I can like pick another main for the storyline, and just see what I'm going to enjoy. I know for sure, like, I could easily, like, Dark Knight, easily I could go through story. But I could red or black, I could mage it. But also, that you'd mentioned healer, like, Astrologian could be kind of fun. I don't know if Astrologian would be a very good one to do because they're bonuses, but Sage would work. White Mage definitely would work. I already have Scholar at 90. Not really interested much in... I did Scholar because I wanted Summoner. But Scholar's not that... has never been, like, super interesting to me. They're good. They're very good. But, yeah. That hangs out at Starbucks and reads everyone's tarot card? Yes! Sure, that one. Just want the experience boost. Okay, we got a Reaper in here, and a Paladin and a White Mage. Alright, we're gonna be cooking through this. Ooh. What's going on, Sigma? Damn. I didn't think it was gonna be enough. Whoop, wrong one. It's like they don't remember the dungeon. Mm-hmm. Nice. That was the experience we were looking for. Ah! I always do that. So the Reaper's a sprout? Interesting. I just realized that. Oh, man. All right. Finally. Man. Where is our tank? He die? Yeah, he did. And that's a wipe. Yeah, pretty much. Exit until and then I do that. Shit. I wasn't paying attention. Oops. Uh... That's not gonna work. Why are you leaving them in there? They don't take damage from it. What doing? Oh my. That's okay. We made it there. uh What's going on, Nexus? Whoop. Yes. Is that Diablos? No, it's Bat Batral. Batral, I guess. Oh, he's got his. Yeah, he's right there. Okay. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, I saw that. There we go. I think that one, I don't remember any from, like, that being from any of the other ones. This one might be specific to this. Oh. Oh, we did it. Okay. A lot of sprats on tonight. And not even like, oh, I'm just new to games. Like, just, I'm new to all games. This Ifrit, this little Ifrit is so cute. It reminds me of Spyro. I love it. Okay, we hit level 50. So now we have to do the class quest real quick. Not Mordona. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Thanalan. Yeah, so that's all of them to 50. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 490s. Gets better from here. Cool. I think Summoner was that way too, honestly, if I remember right. I believe that was the case. I remember it took a long time, but when it kicked in, it was good. And gratitude. Okay. Isolate, identify those as the final theory regulation mechanism. Yeah. This guy? Yeah. Unlock the 7th chakra. That's great, Eric. Thanks. I'll stop him. That's great. Awesome. Thank you. To Revenant's Toll. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Yeah, what's going on for YouTube? Is it like when you're doing live, like live comments on YouTube? Or just in general, like if you post a video? Yeah. But again, is that live or is that posted video, like after? Power of Garlemald. Just for lives, yeah. I haven't tried, honestly, I never have it pulled up. Like, I don't get anybody to come into YouTube or Kick. So I pretty much focus on TikTok and Twitch, but I'm trying to get more to where, like, after I've done a little bit more content stuff, like, I'm going to start doing things that just post content for this game on YouTube, but we'll see. I'm just not familiar with it enough, you know? All right, Yellow Power Ranger, let's go. Well, I will say this, that they do mention Ala Mhigo more is pretty dope, giving the context after. Oof. Sorry, I got a cut today. I just totally ran my hand over it. Hurts. Dang. Hmm. I mean, I don't really have like a beat. Like, he's kind of right. Okay, so he's opened the third eye chakra. Is that it? I'm still going to beat your ass. Mm-hmm. Starting to see it. Now you get back here. You think I'm gonna let you do this? So now it's almost a full rotation. 1, 2, 3, into 4, into control 2, into 3. He wasn't even close. He goes so close. In retro stuff, nice. I guess I just haven't really like touched much of that stuff until recently that I don't really know. I should give a little bit more attention to them too, but TikTok's usually the better. It's the one that I enjoy more. And then of course like Twitch, but it's so hard to get discovered on Twitch. Yeah, well, mine's but I have the blue mind's eye, so I must be the blue Power Ranger because you're the yellow. Yeah, I can see that. Wow, you have no mind for study. Screw you, dude. Momberry, I agree with you. Hmm. Oh, yeah. I agree. Think what's super pretty? He's a jerk, man. I don't like that old man. I agree with Mom Barry on this. All right. All right, now we get perfect balance. Completes the monk quest. Get the level. Oh no. Okay, hold on. We gotta go in. I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of that. Get rid of that one. Dang it. Oh, Vera chest trap. Okay, discard. Okay, the hands. Discard. The boots. We'll go ahead and do the pants while we're at it. And then the head. Before, I just want to take a look at it and see. Because that's actually pretty badass. Like, that looks freaking badass. But these are far better, so. The weapons, 44. Don't really have better weapons, but that's okay. But could be worse. I think we need to go to... Where is it? Mordona. So we can get the new weapon real quick. That one's cool. All right. Where's the weapons ones? Special arms? No. Other? not Primal Gear. Oh, so I just don't have the... That's okay. Well, we'll figure that one out later. But we did get it done, so I am very happy with that. Everything's to 50. We are there. So I think what we'll do is we're going to call it a night. And I will see you guys later. Hope you guys have a good one. See y'all next time.